Got a great show for you today, unless, of course, you are a Jet fan realizing it is all falling apart right before our eyes. The promise of getting Aaron Rodgers and Odell Beckham Jr. and on paper being the team to beat and going into the year with the level of arrogance and confidence and cockiness gone. And now we have to wonder, is Aaron Rodgers gone too? Because if the Jets couldn't close on Odell Beckham and they got beat out for his services, who would have been their third best wide receiver, maybe second best, okay, that's fine, to the Baltimore Ravens, a dysfunctional mess where they pissed off quarterback who might not even play this year, then you do have to wonder, how the hell are they going to get Aaron Rodgers? Yuck. Good afternoon, Evan. How are you today, kid?
It's a Monday, and you have not said one thing I agree with so far.
We just got started,
You're
though.
0 for 6.
We just got started.
0 for 6. And just let me remind you of something.
Yeah.
The promise of Odell Beckham Jr. to the New York Jets wasn't made by me.
Yeah.
It was made by
Boomer.
you.
No. Boomer Esiason said it.
Boomer.
I went back. Listen, I went back and I listened.
I remember listening to you.
No. No.
Because
the New York Jets are signing Odell Beckham Jr. Okay, maybe I said it. It's fine. I thought Boomer said it too, though. I don't know who said it first, but one of us did.
You made the promise of Odell, and I remember at the time telling you, if they get him, fine.
Yeah.
If they don't get him, fine. He's not that good, dude.
I disagree with that part.
And the fact the Ravens are giving him all that guaranteed money, congrats to Odell.
And how about this?
He's a marketing genius. Goodbye.
As the story goes, the Ravens made him the offer, $15 million guaranteed, $18 million if he achieves certain incentives. Before he said yes, guy picked up the phone, called the New York Jets up, I guess, last night or yesterday afternoon, I suppose, and said, Joe Douglas, here's the deal. I have an offer. You can verify it. You know, et cetera, $15 million guaranteed. You match it, I'm yours.
Right.
Jets to get out of here.
Because they're right.
Click.
Because they're right. Because it was crazy. Like, to borrow a line from you, $15 million a year. What were they going to do? Pay him $1 million for every game he's played in the last 2 years?
Listen, you guys can laugh all you want. And you Giant fans, I see you snickering in the background there, getting joy out of the fact that the Jets didn't close on a guy they obviously wanted. Remember, theoretically, they were supposed to meet today.
Yes.
And today was going to be the meeting where they obviously got a deal done. Because they've already met once at the owners' meeting. Saleh went to the Suns game with him, I guess, a couple days later. And this was going to be the meeting to wrap it up. Baltimore came right in there.
Craig, if the New York Jets had matched the offer, if they had responded to Odell's camp differently and said, you got it. You know, we really want you. We're going to give you exactly what the Ravens gave you.
Yes.
Wouldn't your reaction be, what the hell are we doing?
No. It would be, that's a team that's all in to win the Super Bowl this year, right now.
That's
1 year commitment. We walk away after a year. All good.
Yeah, but you really want to give that kind of guaranteed money to a guy who's been more of the figment of our imagination over the last decade? Now, he played great in the Super Bowl. I don't want to discount that. But what has he done outside of that?
He has not done a lot. He's not done a lot.
So you want to give that guy, because
Yeah.
in fairness, I listen to every word you said, and as much as we're going to have fun with you saying he was a Jet.
Oh, is that what we're going to do?
That's what we're going to do.
1 second. Is that what we're going to do? Odell Beckham Jr. is a New York Jet. Wow. What an offseason, huh? Well, you better have somebody else saying it too. All right, but go ahead, have your fun, have your measly little fun.
I want to give you
my expense.
I want to give you credit because along with you saying that, now I didn't cut this because I don't think it's as entertaining.
Yeah,
but you made a prediction on the kind of contract Odell would get, and you said $15 million over 2 years. And that's just to prove, not that you were wrong, that's not my point, that Odell getting that kind of money on a 1 year deal
is crazy.
It's crazy.
By the way, I agree. It's a stupid contract.
So you acknowledge that?
Yeah, I wouldn't give him $15 million unless I had to, or if another team was willing to do it.
But why do they have to?
Because I don't give a rat's ass how much money you give these guys. It doesn't change my life by a nickel. It does.
But there's a salary cap.
Season tickets are already a salary cap. My ass.
No, but
the salary cap's a ridiculous thing anyway. We
I
bend
know
it, we mix it, we massage it. Even Baltimore did. They gave him $13.8 million up front signing bonus.
Yeah, but I'd rather massage it for different needs. Like they don't have a need at receiver.
Aaron Rodgers comes here. Who gives a rat's ass when he gets paid? I got 1 year to win a Super Bowl. I mean, I thought that's what this whole thing was about.
I agree. I don't think Odell Beckham Jr. put you over the top. I never did.
I think
the guy hasn't played in a year plus.
If you get Aaron Rodgers and you have Odell as a second or third option, the New York Jets are going to the Super Bowl. I mean, I just think it's that option.
I don't think
they have the best offense in football.
But Craig, I don't think their chances of going to the Super Bowl are that different whether Odell's there or not.
I do. I think they're better. And as long as they're better, whatever the percentage is, I can't speak to that,
slightly,
obviously.
maybe.
Well, I want everything. I want it all. I want my damn cake. I want to eat it. And I want little babies on the inside. And I want eggs that are colored rainbow colors.
Yeah, but
I want it all.
He's not a cake. He doesn't have the rainbow colors of the inside of that cake. He's a football player who we've hyped up over the last few years and doesn't deserve that hype. He had a great first 3 years of his career, played well in the Super Bowl, and we've spent way too much time talking about him. Listen, he's not that good, dude.
Either you're committed to winning a Super Bowl or you're not. That's how I view it.
Oh, you think the Jets are not committed because they said no thanks on the contract that the Ravens signed him to?
I don't know what the hell the Jets are doing. All right, I don't know.
They're being smart. That's what they're doing.
I can tell you this, that the New York Jets have not yet gotten Aaron Rodgers done. And I don't care what my dear friend Joe Douglas says in front of a crowd of 93 drunks who would have cheered if he said, your mom's a whore on Friday night. I think he made a terrible mistake by going to the event. I think he made a terrible mistake by saying on a microphone, he's ours, he's coming, whatever the actual words were. I think it's great for the radio station that he did it. I think it's great for Boomer and Gio that he did it. But I think it was the dumbest thing he could have done.
What's the ramifications of it?
He's fired when they don't get Aaron Rodgers.
But they're going to get Aaron Rodgers.
Why do you say that?
Because he doesn't make that comment publicly unless he knows
was
what we all
playing to
know.
a crowd. He made a mistake.
No.
He never should have did it.
Hold on. You think that answer was a playing to the crowd answer and not, hey, I'm going to give you the truth, a truth serum Friday kind of answer?
No, because they don't do Truth Serum Tuesday. We do. That's our bit, not theirs, right? It'll be coming. No, that's what we do. Listen, I hope Aaron Rodgers comes here. I've never wavered on the fact that the New York Jets remain in the driver's seat on Aaron Rodgers. I know for a fact there are other teams that are interested, namely, again, the San Francisco 49ers. I now know as a fact that the New York Jets have been given a deadline, and it's the draft. And if this deal's not done, not that that's news breaking, by the draft, guess what? Bye-bye.
Bye-bye what?
You're not getting him.
And where's he going?
San Francisco.
No, he's not.
Okay.
Stop going back to this. They're not even going after him.
You have 16 days to get it done.
I've got 16 days?
The New York Jets have 16 days to get it done.
I believe the Jets will likely get a trade done before the NFL draft because I think
so.
that the entire trade gets blown up and you have to start over.
Yeah, no, they're not getting him.
No, that makes no sense.
If they don't get it done by the draft, Kuntz has been ordered, go make a deal.
Yeah, but you can't make a deal necessarily unless you get the approval of the guy himself. He's going to have to renegotiate his contract.
Yes.
He's going to have to be willing to show up at that team's camp.
Yeah.
So while I agree that if there's no deal before the NFL draft, it complicates things. It makes you almost start over. Yeah. And Kuntz basically said that a few weeks ago.
Correct.
But it doesn't eliminate the Jets.
To me, it essentially eliminates the Jets.
No.
Because it is starting from scratch. And I can also tell you that not once but twice in his career, Aaron Rodgers has asked the Green Bay Packers specifically to trade him to the San Francisco 49ers. And both times that he asked them to do that, they said no because it'll hamper our chances of winning a Super Bowl. We won't do it. So I know as a fact that in the past, he has expressed an interest in going home and playing for San Francisco. Now, the Jets are in the driver's seat because up until the draft, it's almost like, you ever hear in sports like a team has an exclusive negotiating window?
Yeah.
This isn't exclusive because Green Bay, of course, could talk to anybody they want to because it's a trade. But essentially, that's what we're looking at. That Green Bay is committed to the Jets up until the draft. And if they don't agree on compensation at the draft, the Jets will have had the worst offseason in team history.
Well, they miss out on Aaron Rodgers.
Everybody gets fired.
If they miss out on Aaron Rodgers, I agree with you. But they're not going to because if this goes past the draft and the Green Bay Packers do your little hand thing, they still need to convince the man himself
you don't do that good.
to go somewhere else.
Like this.
Let me try one more time.
Yeah. Yeah, better. There you
Better?
go. Nice. There you
Thank
do
you.
that
Oh, my
good.
wedding ring is hurting my hand.
You do that good. Take it off. Throw it, put it in your pocket.
I don't do
Go to
that.
a strip club.
I don't do that. I don't even know if I can get it off at this point.
Yeah, they
I want
weld
to.
things on, don't they? Anyhow, 877-337-6666. We'll get all your calls on if you're a diehard Jet fan. When you heard the news last night that Odell Beckham had been signed by the Ravens, your immediate reaction, be honest, don't lie about it. I did think this part of it was funny, actually. So the story was broken by Odell Beckham. He went on Instagram, showed a picture of his beautiful son, wearing the Lamar Jackson 8 and the hat and all that stuff. And he announced, I'm going to the Ravens, right?
Right.
I thought it was funny when the insiders, moments later, announced on their social media accounts that sources have told us that that Odell Beckham is signing with the Ravens. I'm like, what? Sources? Your source is Odell. He said it publicly.
Yeah.
Right? Did you happen to see that or not?
I saw it through Schefter.
So Schefter didn't break this one.
I'm not denying that, but I'm just telling you, like, when everyone asks or answers, hey, when did you find out? I found out because I saw a tweet from Adam Schefter saying Odell Beckham Jr. is signing with the Baltimore Ravens. And the first thing I thought about was you.
Is that right?
I thought about how Craig spent, I'd say, multiple hours telling me, point blank, Evan, it's done. They hugged. Woody Johnson made a comment.
It was a wrap.
Odell Beckham Jr. is a New York Jet. That's all I can think about. So as soon as I found out, the first thing I did is I went to the Carton and Roberts podcast page.
Oh, is that right?
And I went back and listened I could find all the clips.
Yeah, just out of curiosity, did you go back and hear the clips when I said he was going to be a Raven too, or no?
I never found those.
Yeah, of course.
I don't
Odell
know
Beckham Jr. is a New York Jet. Wow.
What
an offseason, huh? Alan Lazard.
Bang.
Aaron Rodgers.
Bang.
Odell Beckham Jr.
Wow.
Pretty good offseason.
Wow.
Pretty good. As offseasons go, that would be a great one. Well, one of those three guys is here. One of those three guys will not be coming here. But what about the last one? The big fish of them all. Aaron Rodgers.
Did you see who Alan Lazard was racing a couple of days ago?
Matter of fact, I did.
Why don't you tell the audience who Alan Lazard, now with the New York Jets,
would you call that a race? Sure, why not?
Racing.
Alan Lazard was somewhere, I guess, in California.
Yes.
Doing some training with the aforementioned Aaron Rodgers.
So to quote you, it's over. It's done. See, this confirms it.
I don't think they hugged.
Well, they weren't hugging because Lazard was beating Aaron Rodgers in a race.
Yeah, that's also true.
The only thing he was hugging is Lazard's dust.
Let me tell you something. I hope the Jets get it done, but I can tell you this as a fact. It ain't done yet. And I think Joe Douglas, I love the fact that he came unannounced to an event. I really do. I think that shows you, man of the people type stuff, and fans love it. So I want to acknowledge that. I think it's great that the radio station got the general manager of the New York Jets to go to an event like that. I think it's awesome. I really do. And I think we need people to do more of that kind of stuff because I think it's a great way to show that you're a regular guy. You do respect the fan base, not even knowing how many Jet fans were there. It doesn't matter.
Right.
It's the point that you're one of 12 general managers and you showed up to an event. Great. That's awesome. But I tell you what, when you go to an event like that, even though you're promised there'll be no recording devices, liars, and there'll be no video, liars, and there'll be no audio, liars, and you put yourself out there saying essentially Aaron Rodgers is a Jet. That's basically what he said.
That's exactly what he said.
Right? He goes, hey, don't worry about it. Aaron Rodgers is the New York Jet.
Yeah.
Boy, oh boy.
You put the pressure on.
And the deal's not officially done yet, because if it were, we'd know. Wow. That is either the biggest bluff or call before the river, or just flat out stupid.
It is somebody that genuinely, and he better be right, genuinely believes this is done.
I agree with you.
This is done.
But if it's done, why isn't it done?
It's not done because it's not done, but it's done.
And here's what I've learned in life many times over now. Until it's done, it's not done.
Until it's done, it's not done, but it's done when the guy who's involved in getting it done says it's done, then it's really done.
But here's the problem. When the other side of the negotiating is not yet in love with what you're offering, it ain't done.
But it's done.
And I can tell you as a fact that Mark Murphy does not like the deal, and the deal ain't happening. Not until the deal's changed.
Changed to what, though?
13.
13 for 15? No. That's not happening. 13. I'll tell you right now, and you're going to have to eat this one, and 13. You can save the audio. The New York Jets are not giving up the first-round pick without receiving one back. Again, the 13-15 thing is absolutely on the table.
That is a first-round pick swap this year's draft.
They are not simply trading this year's first-round pick for Aaron Rodgers.
Okay.
And they're not going to have to.
Okay. Maybe you're right.
Spoiler alert.
I didn't say they were. I can tell you that's what's being asked for.
But you may not be saying what's going to happen, but you are saying the trade won't get done until they do that.
I'll do one better.
Well, if they're not going to do it, then what's going to happen?
I can tell you what's going to happen. They will accept, I've been told, both of the Jets' second-round picks and next year's second or third-round pick, and they will not give the Jets any compensation if Aaron Rodgers retires after a year. The quote was, he becomes their problem. If he retires, that's on them.
And by the way, if that's the holdup,
I don't disagree with that.
Craig, I want to make this clear. If that's the holdup, I don't think it's a deal breaker.
So would you say right now, you give up both second-round picks. They got a bonus one this year, obviously. Both second-round picks this year and a conditional second-round pick next year, which could become a one if Aaron has a killer year.
At the end of the day, probably, yes.
I would, too.
Yeah. Would I hold out until right before the draft just to see if I could break him? Yeah, why not? Yeah. I'm in no rush. Like, I'm really not. I've got other concerns right now in my sports world. The Aaron Rodgers thing is a distant fourth because I'm confident it's going to get done.
Yeah.
But that deal you mentioned,
okay, so
fine.
2 twos and a potential one.
Yeah.
And lock it up and throw away the key. Bang, Aaron Rodgers is a Jet.
Yeah.
I would make that deal, too, by the way.
There you go.
I don't know if the Jets would, but you and I would.
I think ultimately they would.
Now, when you suggest you have other things more pressing for you than Aaron Rodgers becoming a Jet, let me think. Could it be the Mets?
That's part of it.
Won a series but did not end it well.
Part of it.
Carrasco did not get the job done.
Carrasco, he's been ass lately.
Okay.
Yes.
Could it be the Yankees have won every series they've played thus far this year?
They're 3 games out of first place. That's all I know.
Could it be the fact that Tampa hasn't lost the game yet? And the notion, they haven't played anybody, is now being bandied about? Or could it be your concerns, thoughts, worries, opinions on whether or not your basketball team can win more than a game in a series against the Sixers?
Forget the game. We want the series. We want to bring Philadelphia to its knees. And I got news for the city of Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Guess who's coming inside you Saturday at 1 o'clock? Guess who's going to be in your building, in your town, in your arena?
Yeah.
I may have lectured Giant fans about going to the link for that postseason game. I'm backing up my words.
Yeah.
Saturday afternoon, I'm going to Philly. Because I'm not just a big mouth, Craig.
Yeah.
So let's go.
Nice.
Let's go.
I dumped the beginning of what you said.
What did I say?
Just so if you missed something on the show, I apologize.
What did I say?
Evan is going to Philadelphia to be beat up by Sixers fans.
No. What did I say that was so offensive?
Obviously, I'm not going to repeat it.
Did I say something bad?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I did?
Yes.
Yeah,
About what?
No. I'll tell him off air.
Yeah.
Is that fair?
I really said something inappropriate?
You said something dumpable. Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Therefore, I dumped it.
Was it about the Sixers?
That's about something you plan on doing. All right, and I'm just going to leave it at that.
Really?
Yes.
But I didn't even mean to.
I know you didn't.
I was just excited about going to Philadelphia.
By the way, I could have let it go, but it was so over the top, I had to dump it. Yeah, afternoon Evan rears his shock jock head again.
Can you write it down for me?
I don't have a pen.
Can you say it in my ear, Loogie?
No. That'll leak through. I'll text it to you.
I'm going to text it to you?
Yes. Yeah.
When I read what I said, will I say, ooh, that was bad?
You'll
or
be like, thank you for being a great partner and protecting me so I don't lose my job.
I was just excited about going to Philadelphia.
Yeah. Well,
I can't
Can you
imagine.
relax?
Well, what? I can't imagine what I could have said about going to Philadelphia that would have been so inappropriate that you would have felt the need to do that.
I texted it to you. That was a direct quote from you.
I said that?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
But I was...
That's what you said.
Wow.
Now, there's context to everything.
I had context around it.
But even with the context there, that one's a no-go.
Really?
Yep. Sorry, pal.
I apologize for saying that.
You don't have to apologize to anybody. Nobody heard it.
I was just excited about going to Philly.
Now, it is on the stream, I believe, or on the thingamajig there, the YouTube cameras and whatnot. So it's out there. Somebody will have it. Or I may release it. Unless you're in the mood to get somebody some Ralph's Italian, I see your promise.
Well, I am in
today.
a good mood. The Mets won a series. The Nets got the 6th seed. So you know what? Yes.
Good. By the way,
I'm in a damn good mood.
smart play.
Can't believe I said that. That's weird. I'm a weird guy sometimes.
By the way, how do you think we feel hearing you say it?
I didn't even realize it as I was saying it.
That was like an aggressive move by
Yeah.
Evan too, right? Like I can see Evan on Bumble back in the day, like threatening women with that line.
No.
I got news for you.
You listen to me, Candy.
No.
You know what I'm going to do when I see you?
No. No.
Saturday, 1 o'clock.
I'm excited about going to Philly, man. What do you want from me?
Sure you are.